So please go on. So we are coming now, 3 characteristic marks. So I hope you are familiar with these 3 characteristic marks of mentality and materiality, or we say that is the 5 aggregates of existence. So our body is made up of 5 aggregates of existence, or only mentality and materiality. So when we use the 5 aggregates, I am afraid you don't understand it. You understand it? So on page 230, so you can have a look. So on page 230, I think we have 5 aggregates. At the middle of page 230, when you look at your book, we get 5 aggregates of grasping. On page 228, we have 5 aggregates. 228. Below the middle, so we have 5 aggregates. So here the Buddha, he classified. So all mentality, materiality that exists in the universe into 5 groups, and 5 groups is also called 5 aggregates. So what really exists in the whole universe, so according to our Buddha, is only mentality and materiality. So when we say number 1, Rupa-khanda, material aggregate consisting of 28 types of rupa. So when he analyzed our body and all other the non-living things, he discovered 28 types of materiality. So these are the group of these 28 types of materiality is called the materiality aggregate. And then when we say the mind, he analyzed the mind into consciousness and mental factors. So there are only 1 type of consciousness and only 52 types of mental factors. So among the 52 mental factors, the Vedana, the feeling, the feeling that associate with all various the consciousnesses, they are described as the feeling aggregate, with an under. And then the perception, another mental factor that we call perception, that takes note of the features of various sense objects. So that perception is also made into 1 aggregate, we call perception aggregate. And the remaining mental factors, so they amount to 50 mental factors. So they are also classified as an aggregate. We call aggregate of mental foundations. And of course, number 5 is consciousness aggregate. All the consciousnesses that arise in all living beings. So they are taken as 1 group, 1 aggregate. So when the Buddha, he said 5 aggregates, they mean all mentality and all materiality. So our body is also made up of mentality and materiality. So we say our body is also made up of 5 aggregates, 5 aggregates. Okay.
咁我哋咧跟住咧就講3相啦。咁咧3相咧就係呢個咩嘢3相咧？乜嘢嘅3相咧？就係我哋呢個5取蘊嘅3相啦。我哋嘅5取蘊咧係喺230頁咧，我哋之前都學過嘅係乜嘢咧？咁佛陀咧就將我哋存在咧，即係所有眾生存在咧，就分為5個組合嘅。第一個咧就係色法啦，就係有28個唔同嘅色法所組成嘅啦。第二咧就係我哋嘅受啦、感受啦，呢個一個元素啫。咁第3個咧就係我哋嘅想蘊啦。咁第4個咧就係我哋嘅心所啦，52個心所揀咗嗰個想同埋嗰個受蘊啦。咁第5個咧就係我哋嘅心啦、意識，我哋81個世間嘅心啦。
So now the 3 characteristics are we call this is anicca. Anicca lakkhana. Lakkhana means characteristic. Anicca means impermanence. So the characteristic mark of impermanence. Dukkha means suffering. So dukkha lakkhana is the characteristic mark of suffering. Anatta means not self. No self, no person, no I, no you. So that is anatta lakkhana, the characteristic mark of not self. Yes.
咁咧，我哋嗰三相係乜嘢咧？三相即係我哋修內觀嘅所緣嚟嘅，三種唔同嘅相啦 ，lakkhana 係個相啦。第一咧就係呢個無常啦，第二咧就係苦啦或者不如意啦，第三咧就係無我嘅呢個相。
So these three characteristic marks, they are the object of insight meditation. So in Vipassana, mainly we have to do to reflect on these three characteristic marks. So we meditate like anicca, 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 dukkha, 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 anatta, 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 like this. But to know these three characteristic marks, you have to see all those mentality, materiality arising in your body and mind. You have to see them. Without seeing them, you don't see these three characteristic marks. That's why we say you have to develop the right concentration. Like only when you get the right concentration, you penetratively, you can see into your body. And you can even see this the ultimate mentality, materiality that don't have any form or shape. You cannot see with your eye, the mentality, materiality. But you can see them with the right concentration. When your mind is associated with the right concentration, you can see all the consciousness and mental factors that arise in you, and all these the materiality that make up your body. And you can also see them arising, dissolving very rapidly. Very rapidly. So as they arise and dissolve very rapidly, so they are not permanent. And that is called the characteristic mark of impermanence. And you can also see them, so as they are impermanent and they are dissolving all the time. So we say we are being tortured by the incessant means non-stop, continuous dissolution, perishing of this mentality, materiality that we cherish. We love ourselves most, remember. That means we love our body and mind the most in the whole world. So when we know that these body and mind, they are arising, they are dissolving, arising, dissolving, they are perishing, dying all the time. So that is amounts to being tortured, continuously by this, the impermanence nature, by the dissolution, perishing of this materiality. And that really amounts to dukkha, suffering. So that is called the characteristic of suffering.
咁咧，我哋講呢個無常咧，無常呢個相點樣觀想咧？就係以我哋五取蘊作為所緣啦，我哋嘅即係我哋嘅明法、色法啦。咁我哋運用呢個靜定咧，先至可以睇到呢個身心當下嘅佢嘅實相。咁呢個實相咧，亦都係不停咁樣生滅啦。無論我哋嘅物質嘅嘢或者心嘅嘢咧，都係咧不停咁樣咧係生住滅啦。咁所以咧，我哋就講呢個係無常啦。咁因為咧，我哋最中意嘅嘢咧，即係我哋自己啦，我哋嘅身啦，我哋個心啦，佢都係即係我哋冇辦法控制嘅情形之下咧，不停咁樣係壞滅啦、分解啦，咁亦都咧而且係不停咁樣嘅，係無止境咁樣嘅，係由一出世到死啦，跟住再一世咧就係不停咁樣嘅咁樣嘅狀態嘅，所以咧我哋叫咧呢個就係不如意或者係苦嘅。
And the third one, anatta lakkhana, the characteristic mark of not self. So only the Buddha, he knows this and he taught to us. So some people they even think that When there's no I exists, so when they cannot understand, they say, oh, Buddhism is pessimism, they say. No, it's not pessimism, it's realism. So we think, oh, taking this I, this is very essential for us. So we have to provide for the comfort of this I. So we think it's good to have this body and mind and to know this is I. But Buddha said, if you have this notion that I exist, you have the ticket to hell. You have the ticket to hell. People don't know that by this, because of this I concept, everybody becomes very selfish. So they look only for their welfare. So at the expense of other people's the welfare and comfort. So actually because of this I concept, we have many problems in the whole world. So very unjust actions, no justice because of this I. So if you can get rid of this the I concept, if you can get rid of I concept totally, you become a noble person. You become extreme winner, the Buddha said. Then, only when you become extreme winner, you can really enjoy the happiness in life. Otherwise, you are just living under the illusion of ignorance. So you think, oh, it's very good. But actually, by this way, you are going straight towards the noble state. You are heading towards the noble state. You don't know that. Because of this I concept, person exists, the Chinese actors and actresses exist, and they are very beautiful. So when you watch the movie, you enjoy them. So then you are enjoying only the sensual pleasure with immoral minds. And you think that is happiness. And actually there is an illusion. There is not real happiness. Not real happiness. So, and then very soon you are fed up with all this, the sense pleasure. Especially when you get old. So, the sense of pleasure means nothing to you. So, we don't know that when we encounter these pleasant sense objects, so we develop the sukha, the pleasant feeling. So what we say, sensual pleasure is enjoying this feeling. So the Buddha said this feeling, as soon they arise and dissolve. So when they arise and dissolve, that means that the pleasant feeling is just for a moment, and then it's gone. So when it's gone, when you don't get what you desire, what you want, then it means the real suffering. For example, like we say in the Shakespeare's play, Romeo and Juliet. So they are young people, so handsome and beautiful according to our perception. So they fell in love. So they say love is a many splendid thing. So when they are together, but their parents do not agree to their association. So they were separated. So if you love each other and you attach each other, as soon as you separated, that means you get suffering. So they suffer so much that they committed suicide, both of them. And that's why also I said, in the recent economic depression, 1997, economic depression. So many billionaires committed suicide. We cannot believe. Only when we read in the journal, we found that billionaires from the United States, from the Europe, from Japan, many of them committed suicide. So that is based on that concept of I. These billionaires, when they possess billions of dollars, they said, these are mine, my money, my possession. So they are very proud, very happy. But they invested this money in the stock and share. So in economic depression, so the stock and share went down. So they lost billions of dollars overnight. So when you think this money is yours, very important to you. So when you lost them, you get strong, the domanasa, painful mental feeling. They cannot bear it anymore. So just not to get rid of this pain, they committed suicide. So the idea of I exist is not good actually. No? So what the Buddha said is correct. To get this not-self, to know the real thing is very important. So in the case of the Buddha, the way he explained, we can agree with him. So we see, and you can develop that, the right concentration. Now you can see this ultimate materiality that make up your body and mind. So at that time, this materiality, actually when you can see to them, when you can characterize them, this body disappears. This person disappears. So that means this person does not exist, it disappears now. So only this materiality arises and dissolves invariably. No permanent thing to be called the soul, the ego, the self, the I. Nothing is permanent. As soon as they arise, they dissolve. So which one do you call I? So if you can see that, you agree with the Buddha, oh, I do not exist. Person do not exist. So that is the characteristic of not-self. If you don't see this characteristic, you cannot do vipassana. No? So nowadays there are many meditation teachers. So the Buddha said, you try to find a teacher. No? The Buddha, he gave the guidelines. No? You have to find a meditation teacher. So he say, yatha buddham jnanaya sattha. So try to find a teacher who can teach you to see these ultimate realities, materiality, and who can teach you to see these three characteristics correctly, and who can see you to do vipassana correctly. So it's very difficult nowadays. So if you have this knowledge, then you can find who is the real teacher. Okay.
咁咧第三樣就係呢個無我嘅。咁呢個無我咧亦都係好重要嘅啦，因為咧喺我哋每一個人當中咧，其實最大嘅無明咧就係邪見啦。邪見入面最緊要嘅咧就係呢個有我見或者身見嘅。咁教授咧已經講好多次咧，呢個我見咧就帶住我哋去利用嘅，即係普度輪迴嘅呢個最大嘅問題。因為咧有我見咧，我哋咧就會自私啦，自我為中心啦。為做出任何嘢咧，去保護自己利益啦，或者自己嘅屬於自己嘢嘅利益，咁以致導致世界上好多問題啊、戰爭啊等等啦。咁我哋嘅貪欲咧，亦都係因為滿足自己嘅慾啦、慾望啦、個五種感嘅慾望啦。咁我哋去做咗一啲或者如果做咗不善業啦，我哋就會輪迴去惡道啦。咁就係因為其實咧，我哋係冇呢個正見，我哋唔知道無我呢個事實嘅。咁就算我哋學過咧，學佛經學過咧，咁我哋咧都因為學過淨係即係知識層面嘅知道，咁只有透過學修呢個內觀咧，觀察我哋自己嘅五蘊咧，喺呢個五蘊當中咧，係睇到呢個事實係真係無我嘅。除咗明法同埋色法係剎那生滅之外咧，係冇一個固定嘅靈魂啊或者自我喺度嘅。當我哋親身體驗過呢個事實嘅時候咧，我哋咧先至可以咧可以講係明白呢個無我嘅呢個事實嘅。但係咧，淨係體驗睇到咧，都唔可以跟隨咗我哋呢個我見嘅咁咧只係可以去到咧呢個初果啊聖者咧，先至可以咧完全跟隨咗呢個我見嘅。咁跟住咧，教授咧就講咧，佢話咧因為我哋咧冇修呢個內觀啦，我哋睇唔到呢個無常呢個事實啦。譬如我哋五蘊之一係受蘊啦，受蘊入邊咧有樂受啦、苦受啦。咁我哋永遠係追求貪愛執取呢個樂受嘅。咁但係咧，我哋睇唔到呢個受咧，都係因緣條件而成啦。咁佢瞬息就可能消失咗，因為佢消失咗嘅時候咧，我哋有極大嘅痛苦啦，咁就自然係有苦啦。咁教授舉例咧，就係莎士比亞嘅名劇啦，《羅馬與朱麗葉》，咁大家都知道啦。咁兩個咧就係年輕貌美啦， 咁佢哋又好相愛啦，咁即係對對方嘅吸引力係好大啦，又好中意對方，咁因為人嘅屋企人嘅反對咧，而唔可以喺一齊，咁就會即係好大嘅痛苦啦。當所愛嘅嘢唔可以得到嘅時候，而又唔明白呢個原理嘅時候咧，就會即係痛苦到自殺嘅。咁教授另外一個舉例就係經濟危機嘅時候咧，睇報紙咧有好多即係億萬富翁都自殺嘅，即係咁多錢都會自殺，係受唔住失咗自己所擁有嘅嘢，即係覺得呢個係自己嘅部分冇咗咧就受唔住，就係又會自殺嘅。咁所有呢啲咧都係因為咧係冇即係唔明白呢個三相，或者我哋叫三法人嘅。咁所以咧其實最重要咧亦都係要睇到呢個無我呢個事實嘅。
So this statement is quite remarkable. I found it's very good. So it is given in Abhidhamma Course. Whether perfect ones, that means the Buddhas, appear in the world, or whether perfect ones do not appear in the world, it still remains a firm condition and immutable fact. Immutable means unchangeable fact and fixed law that all formations, so all formation means mentality and materiality, are impermanent. That all formations are subject to suffering, and that everything is without itself. There is no I. So it's very good, this statement. So the time may change. So years pass by, even the worlds change. But all human beings are just made up of mentality, materiality. And this mentality, materiality, they have these three characteristics. So this will never change. Will never change. So that shows that the teaching of the Buddha is timeless, we say. It is always up to date, never obsolete, always up to date. So even now, we have to know these three characteristics to do vipassana correctly, to develop then insight knowledge, and then become the liberated as noble person. We can become noble person.
咁咧教授咧就強調咧就係話佛陀咧引呢個增一阿含嘅一段經咧，就佢覺得好好嘅，佛陀講得好好嘅。咁喺經入邊咧，佛陀講咧就係咧喺世間，無論係有佛陀響度或者冇佛陀響度，都有一個咧係不變嘅法則嘅。咁呢個法則咧就係所有因緣和合嘅嘢咧都係無常嘅，咁亦都咧係不如意嘅。同埋咧，佢哋係一個無我嘅，冇一個自主性嘅，或者冇一個永久恆常不變嘅自我嘅。咁所以咧，呢個咧就唔係佛陀講嘅，呢個係即係呢個事實，呢個三法印咧係一個常理嚟嘅，係一個法則嚟嘅，只係佛陀咧發現咗佢講俾我哋聽。但係就算佛法唔響度咧，呢個事實咧亦都係真實嘅。咁教授咧頭先就講咧，呢個三法印咧係好重要嘅，亦都係我哋所謂嘅智慧啦。我哋修內觀咧，行培養呢個智慧咧，解脫咧，必須要嘅咧就係知道呢三樣嘢嘅，修習唔要需要呢樣嘢嘅。咁而家時下咧，其實好多老師嘅禪師啦，咁都教緊唔同嘅禪修方法。咁頭先咧教授就講咧，真正嘅禪修老師咧，其實係帶到我哋睇到呢樣嘢嘅。呢個方法係帶到，同埋老師係帶到我哋睇到呢個喺我哋嘅明晰悟法當中咧，可以睇到呢三樣嘢。咁呢個咧係唔係咁容易揾嘅，唔係即係是但一個人都可以教到我哋呢樣嘢啦。咁所以咁頭先佢講咧話，如果我哋明白咗呢個道理咧，咁就知道去揾啲咩老師啦。
Now we go to the next topic, 3 methods of reflection, anupassana. So, this topic describes 3 methods of conducting vipassana. So, in performing insight meditation. So, we have to reflect on the 3 characteristics of mentality materiality continuously. So when we are reflecting on the impermanent nature as anicca, 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 so at that time we say we are doing anicca vipassana. It is repeated reflection on the impermanent nature of mind and matter in the five aggregates of existence. So when we say five aggregates of existence, that means in the mentality and materiality that make up our body and mind. Dukkha Nupassana is repeated reflection on the unsatisfactory nature or the suffering nature of mind and matter in five aggregates of existence. And Anatta Nupassana is repeated reflection on the selfless nature or no soul nature of our body and mind, that is in the five aggregates of existence. So in Vipassana meditation, as we say, you have to analyze this body and mind into ultimate mentality and materiality. You will see them, only this ultimate materiality arising and dissolving. So when you see this ultimate materiality, this body and mind do not exist anymore. You do not exist anymore. Only this materiality arising and dissolving. So just by concentrating on this, the incessant dissolution of this materiality, you reflect anicca for half an hour, for example. And then dukkha, suffering for half an hour. And then anatta for half an hour. Or sometimes you just reflect anicca for the whole sitting for 1 hour, dukkha for the whole sitting another hour, and anatta for the whole sitting in another hour. So by doing that, we are doing 3-4 anupassana, or we are undertaking vipassana.
咁咧點樣去收集咧？咁呢度咧就有3種方法啦。第一咧就係如實觀呢個無常啦。咁我哋咧就係以取呢個五趣蘊做所緣啦，而睇到呢個無常呢個相嘅嚇，即係以呢個五趣蘊做呢個所緣而睇到佢嘅生滅相嘅。咁咧我哋咧個心入邊咧，譬如教授舉例咧就持續半個鐘咁樣咧，就睇到佢個無常咁樣嘅現象。咁跟住咧又可以用呢個五趣蘊咧，係作為我哋嘅所緣咧，咁睇到佢嘅不如意、不圓滿嘅相啦。咁我哋咧就問念咧 dukkha 咁樣啦。咁第三咧就係話以呢個五趣蘊做所緣咧，而睇到佢嘅無我嘅呢個相嘅。咁我哋內心咧係默念咧係反映我哋觀察到嘅嘢咧，就係無我。咁亦都可以咧，即係半個鐘咧，咁係舉例啦。咁可以話係一個鐘呢樣，一個鐘呢樣，一個鐘係第三個觀呢個無，即係如實觀呢個無我嘅呢個相嘅。
Now, by doing this 3-4 anupassana, we can develop 10 insight knowledges. So the next topic. So just go to the next topic. So we get 10 insight knowledges. So these are the insight knowledge mean. So the knowledge that you gain by your direct wisdom. So we also call in Pali vipassana jnana. Sammasana jnana is the knowledge of defining materiality as impermanent, painful, and not self. So this knowledge means you should be able to analyze this body and mind into ultimate materiality, and you can see them arising and dissolving continuously, and you can see clearly the nature of impermanence, painful, the suffering, and not self. Then we say you gain this knowledge. Okay, the next
咁咧，我哋跟住咧就講呢個10種觀智啦，內觀嘅智慧啦。咁第一個咧就叫名色分別智嘅。咁呢個名色分別智咧，就係我哋睇到我哋嘅名法啦，即係我哋嘅心理嘅活動啦，同埋色法咧就係我哋物質嘅嘢咧，我哋係睇到佢嘅 無常啦、無我啦，同埋呢個苦嘅特性嘅。
So we go to the next number 2 is Udayabaya Jnana. So a knowledge that comprehends, that understands distinctly the mentality, materiality at the genetic moment as well as the perishing moment together with the 3 characteristic marks of existence. So when we do vipassana, so we reflect anicca, 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 dukkha, 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 anatta, anatta, by observing this mental material arising and dissolving all the time. Now when you attain this, you come to the second, the insight knowledge, you can see the genetic moment, that is the arising, not the arising, the mental material, why they are arising. And you can also see why they are dissolving. So you can see arising, the existing, and dissolving of mentality, materiality, all these 3 stages. Only when you can see like that, so we say you attain Udayabaya Jnana.
咁咧第2種觀照咧就叫生滅智嘅。咁咧呢個生滅智咧就係話咧我哋觀察呢個明法咧同埋識法嘅時候咧，我哋係可以睇到佢嘅生啦同埋佢個滅嘅。咁我哋好清晰咁睇到咧，因為我哋睇到佢嘅生滅咧，我哋亦都可以好清楚咁睇到佢嘅無常啦、無常嘅性質啦、苦同埋無我嘅性質嘅。
So number 3, Bhenga Jnana. Bhenga means dissolving or perishing. So you see only perishing, the phenomena of mentality, materiality. So we see the knowledge of this Sangha, the rapid and incessant dissolution of mentality, materiality. So when you can do the vipassana correctly, then while you are reflecting on the arising and dissolving of this mentality, materiality, so your knowledge so becomes more and more powerful. Then you can see why they are arising and why they are dissolving. So that is the second stage of the second knowledge. And then while you keep on meditating, so you can see this mental reality, they are arising and dissolving very rapidly now. So remember, they arise and dissolve at the rate of how fast? Consciousness arise and dissolve at the rate of 1,000 billion by snap of the hand. So in one snap of the hand, 1,000 billion times arise and dissolving. So when they arise and dissolving so fast, actually we cannot see. We cannot see. So like even many meditations teachers, so when in Visuddhimagga, we say you have to see like this. Like even in Abhidhamma, now they describe you have to see like this. So they say, how can you see like this? When you think just like the ordinary people, like the common people. So if we think like the common people, how can we see them? As they arise and dissolve so fast, 1,000 billion. Nobody can see that, they would say. So when they teach meditation, they do like this actually. They cannot do like this actually. So they are just meditating on the external feature. Not just they say, like you have pain, they just take note, painful, and this pain. Sometimes they increase, sometimes they reduce, and sometimes they disappear. That is a nature, they say. That is a nature. And being the painful is, being the suffering is, that is dukkha, they say. So nothing is permanent, that is anatta, they just say that. So they cannot see this ultimate mental materiality. So when they cannot do that, they just actually, they try to translate wrongly about the concept of the Buddha. So the concept of the Buddha is very good actually. So like we have to understand, not like Abhidhamma, in order to know this. So at first, we also think like that. No, for example, I meditated first in the very well-known meditation center in Myanmar, we call Mahasiyeta. So at that time, the greatest center actually is Mahasiyeta. So I meditated. So I thought it's correct, what they are teaching is correct. No, but there, they don't teach up to there. They cannot see like that. And they cannot even develop the right concentration actually. No, so when even the samatha meditation, they don't follow the teacher, the teaching of the Buddha. So we say the Buddha described 40 meditation subjects, no, to develop the concentration. Nowadays, many teachers, they don't take any of these things. No, they don't take any of this thing. But in Mahasi, they just ask you to be aware of the rising and falling of the body. The belly. When you breathe in, the belly arises. When you breathe out, the belly falls down. So they ask you to take notes of that. So they regard it as more distinct than in-breath and out-breath. So it's better to take notice of this. But in real meditation, very soon you'll find that your belly does not rise anymore. It just because we now know that when you meditate, your breath becomes subtle, and finally disappears. So that means no arising and falling. So in that case, they say you try to see your whole body. While you're sitting, touching, they ask you. Touching means the touching of your hip, with the floor. So if some pain arises in the body, they say you focus on that. Focus on that painful. You have to fight against the pain till you conquer the pain. So I have done that. I have conquered the pain actually. Because at that time I was the lecturer and the head of Department of Chemistry in the Institute of Education in Yangon. So wherever I was, I always found the Buddhist Association in that university, and I acted as the president. So during the vacation, I organized 40 students, both, of course, mostly girls, and only 2 boys. So we went to meditate in the main Mahasi. So we meditate there. So I didn't know about meditation anything at the time, 1978. 1978, you just imagine. So there is almost more than 30 years ago. I don't know about meditation. I'm 44 years old at that time. So because I am the president of the Buddhist Association, so I should go for meditation. So I organized them and we went there. So I try to obey the rule very strictly. So they say you have to sit 7 hours and taking walking meditation 7 hours. So that means you have to meditate 14 hours a day. So you sit 1 hour meditation, then take 1 hour walking meditation. So I try to do what they ask me. So I don't know how to sit down on a sofa, or a cushion, or a foam. They don't provide anything of that, only the mat. So I just sit on the mat. So after 3 days, I cannot sit anymore. Because when you sit the whole like that, 7 hours a day, so the hip becomes so painful that when I sit down, I feel that I am sitting on the edge of a knife. It's cutting, very painful. How should I continue meditation? I said, should I stop? Should I go home? Well, I'm the leader, I cannot go. Yes, I cannot go home, so I try to think, what should I do? I cannot sit anymore now, how can I do? So at that time, I don't know that we can take the meditation standing. Standing meditation, you can also do it. But I don't know about that. So I have to decide. Well, I cannot run as the leader. I have to continue. And then, so cannot stay without meditating there. So I decide, now I must conquer this pain. So this pain will not kill me, however painful it is. So then, I tried to meditate that morning. I decided, however painful, I will pay, I will forget. So they say when you get the pain, you just try to focus on the pain. So you meditate painful, painful, painful. Let there be only the pain and awareness of the pain. Don't put I am painful, don't put in I, he said. But though you say like that, why you do that? You know you're painful. So when I start to sit there, it becomes very, very painful. So sometimes also I like to stop, it's very painful. Well, I said it will not kill me anyway. So when you concentrate on the pain, with courage actually they have to do it. So the pain becomes less, finally disappear. Oh, I was very, very delighted actually, and now I can conquer the pain. No? But the pain will arise again. So you try it. Once you conquer it, you can conquer it again, so I can conquer it. So when you meditate like that, you have to be aware, trying to be aware of the arising body and the belly. You have to be aware of the whole body also. So as soon as pain arises at any place, I try to take notice of that, because it becomes very painful, I try to get rid of it. So when you get to that state, as if you possess the magic wand, the magic, the stick like that. As soon as I consider that, the pain disappears. So wherever the pain arises, just focus on it, it disappears. So when you meditate like that, you cannot develop the Abhidhamma state. So I meditated in the Mahasi center. So I can experience the various stages of the development of the piti, the joy. So we say the joy can be developed in 5 stages. So while I'm meditating there, so when I conquer the pain, then I try to meditate the full time. So about 3-4 days after entering, so when I'm walking to the meditation hall, I get the thrill of joy. Very often, the thrill of joy means you feel very, very delighted, as if your body hair standing up. So at first I don't know, why I have such a thrill so often. Only when I learn Abhidhamma. I learned Abhidhamma only in 1980. So at that time I don't learn Abhidhamma yet. So I know they call the thrill of joy, the first stage of the development of the PT. And after 2 days, for example, I get longer thrill. So I feel like the electricity is flowing from head to toe. So you get very nice actually. So they say it's a longer thrill, so longer thrill of joy. So it is the second stage of PT actually. And then when you come to the third stage, so you feel that your body is lifting up and then falling down, lifting up, falling down. Not only I get this sensation, other meditators also they get this sensation. And they say when they get this sensation, they are riding boats on the tides, they say. So when the tides comes up, the boat rises. When the tides are rising, the boat comes. So everybody say they are riding tides like that. So I can also get that. And then after 2-3 days after that, so that morning I remember, as soon as I sit for meditation, it seemed that the flesh, the whole of my body, disintegrate, the body disappeared. And I feel I was lifted up and floating high in the sky, just like the mind is floating among the clouds. Very good sensation when you first attain it. So when you get it, every time you stop meditation and then 1 hour walking meditation, then you sit again you go up like again. So it looks very nice. So after some time it becomes not quite ordinary, not appealing anymore. So like the Chanmi Sayadaw. Chanmi Sayadaw is also teaching the Mahasi method. He is he is a very successful disciple of Mahasi Sayadaw actually. So the Chanmi Sayadaw told me one time he said, an American university student came to meditate in his meditation center. Now this student also get what I got now. So he told the teacher, now I'm floating high in the sky. It's very good translation. So the Chanmi Sayadaw tried to tell him, that is only the beginning. So don't enjoy it, he said. You better keep on your meditation. You will feel better. You will get better sensation later on. But this student, he every day at the time of the reporting to the teacher, he told the teacher, I'm still floating in the air. The next day he said, I'm still floating in the air. So the teacher said, you don't enjoy it. Do your meditation. So he told the teacher, I'm already satisfied with this. He said, why? The teacher asked, well, in our American university, we are free to enjoy all sorts of pleasure. So in American university, they are free, they say, all sorts of sensual pleasure. And very soon they become fed up. So remember, this sense pleasure is just not cheating you, not deluding you. After some time you get fed up. Not like you say, this food is very tasty. Oh, only for the first time. Just try to eat it every day. You don't want to eat it anymore. Not like the movie, it's very good to say, you enjoy it very much. Try to watch it every day. You don't want to watch it anymore. So that's when we read Abhidhamma, we know that we are enjoying with greed, lopa. So lopa it has the characteristic of craving and attachment. It will never give up this craving. However much you get, you still craving more. Not like the billionaires, they have more than enough money, but they cannot stop. They just try to craving for more money. And also, as soon as you get this there, it does not like it anymore. It craves for a new one. Just like the children playing. When you are children, so when you get a new toy, you are very happy going like that. Very soon the child throws away. He will take another one. So that means the craving. So we are just satisfying our craving, the sense pleasure that we are having. So this sense, the craving is always demanding you, get new one, get some better one. So, just as the Buddha said, you can never satisfy your desire or your craving. And if your desires are not satisfied, that means suffering. So that means while we are enjoying the pleasure, we are suffering all the time at the time. So that's the student. He said he told the teacher, we are fed up with all this sense pleasure. So we try to find for some new excitement. So we started using, trying to take the drugs, the drugs like the heroin. So he said in myself, I dare not use the heroin, and one thing is it's very expensive. I tried the mind form. They call it lysergic acid. So he said, I tried lysergic acid twice, teacher, he said. So when I took that drug, I felt that my body is lifted up. And I forgot all my trouble. So I feel very happy. But I dare not take more than 2 times. Now one thing is, the drug is very expensive. We students cannot afford it. And another thing, we know that if we continue taking, we'll be addicted. So if you are addicted, you are going to the cemetery, no way back. And from the cemetery, they don't know they are going to hell when they die. So we don't stop. I stopped taking this. But now, teacher, I have this sensation better than the drug sensation. It doesn't cost me any money and no addiction. So I'm very satisfied with this teacher. I will go back to the United States and teach my friends how to develop it. Okay.
大家係想聽簡單嘅 version 咧，定係想一個半個鐘頭古仔？簡單。半個鐘頭 ，They want to hear the half-hour story. Okay, I'm gonna repeat everything.
Okay. So where are we now?
No, I have not translate.
Still they want to listen?
They want to listen the half-hour version.
You summarize it.
教授話簡單啲，唔好講晒故仔。咁咧就頭先咧，我哋就講到咧呢個叫懷滅字啦。咁頭先我哋講生滅字啦，生滅字咧就係見到明法釋法嘅佢嘅生滅啦。咁喺懷滅字咧，咁呢個係禪修者咧就可以分別到咧呢個名色二法咧，佢係好快脆嘅滅去，即係消失呢個現象嘅。咁咧佢咧就係咁佢同生滅字唔同咧，呢個淨係咧佢個心嗰個專注力咧，即係嗰個令到佢見到嘅嘢咧，即係話佢認知嘅 perception 咧，佢係淨係唔係話睇嗰個生法嗰個法嘅生同埋住咧係好清楚嘅，但係好清楚咧可以睇到佢個壞滅嘅呢個現象嘅。咁教授咧由呢度開始咧就開始講啦咁就係佢咧就講咧睇到呢個大家都知道心身嘅即係個變化，生滅係幾快啦，一啲都即係唔容易睇嘅。咁咧就需要咧好專注嘅能力先至睇到嘅。咁咧佢咧就佢以前學禪修嗰時咧44歲咧就去緬甸啊馬哈斯聲就學嘅。咁佢就認為咧，佢喺馬哈斯都收咗幾耐下咧，因為嗰陣時咧，即係馬哈斯嘅方法咧係最出名嘅。咁咧又係養魔又係最方便啦。咁當時佢喺大學教書咧，就帶住一班學生去嘅。咁佢哋禪修咧一啲都唔識。咁佢咧就去到嗰度咧，就緬甸人咧即係坐席啦，即係冇得坐啦。咁即係就算緬甸人咧坐席咁打坐1個鐘，坐前一做行禪咧，都係好辛苦嘅。咁初咧佢就觀痛啦，咁佢咧就講觀痛嘅過程當中咧，即係忍咗1日、2日、3日啦，佢諗佢忍唔到啦，痛到咧想走，但係咧又唔好意思，因為帶住啲學生咧，佢自己唔可以走先。咁咧佢咧就咁喺度觀痛嘅時候咧，咁佢就即係忍啦，咁可以觀到個痛消失，咁咧但係又生翻起，咁即係開心咗一陣咧，即係又又要面對個痛苦啦。即係佢個過程咧就係咁樣啦。咁佢亦都講咧就係話咧，即係馬哈士嘅禪法咧，即係我重翻佢講嘅咧，就係佢話觀嗰個腹部咧嘅起伏咧作為主要所緣啦。咁當嗰個腹部嘅起伏見唔到嘅時候咧，咁就觀身體啦，同埋坐足啦。咁咁佢咧就講佢觀嘅時候咧，佢就會見到嗰個當佢克服咗個痛嘅時候咧，過咗幾日咧，佢卒之咧就克服咗個痛。咁咧佢克服咗個痛之後咧，佢就有生起啦，即係有小起啦，即係佢當時咧就未識得呢啲理論嘅。咁當時咧就覺得咧開始咧就即係個毛管豎起咁樣嘅即係我哋叫小起啦。咁咧過咗另外一日咧，就覺得咧話成身好似過電咁樣嘅氣源啦。嗰時佢都未知係氣啦。咁但係去到第3日咧，就完全好清晰嘅個人咧，就連身體都即係飄飄然咧，即係成日好似會俾人升起咁樣啦。咁去到又過咗一日咧，直情人都冇埋，身體冇埋，飛咗上去咁樣，即係種種唔同嘅喜悅啦。咁佢嗰陣時咧就體驗到個喜悅，但係咧咁佢帶翻前面講咧，佢就講咧生呢個苦咧，即係你見到，即係佢認為咧，我哋觀呢個感受咧，如果淨係睇到苦，就覺得呢個就係知道係苦；如果呢個苦唔見咗，就係無常。如果咁樣咧，就唔算係內觀智，就唔算係睇到呢個三相啦。咁佢就認為咧，馬哈士嘅方法咧就唔係靜定，睇唔到咧。即係以佢所講咧，就睇唔到呢個 即係呢啲智慧咧就唔夠啦。呢個係佢嘅睇法啦。咁跟住咧佢就再講咧，就係又舉咗個例子咧，就係話喺另外一個馬士嘅弟子咧，叫 Chania 嘅導禪師咧，舊年我哋都有請佢嚟嘅。咁當時咧就係即係馬士嘅弟子咧都好出名啦，同埋又識講英文啊，比較少一個。咁當時咧教授咧都跟佢學過㗎啦。咁嗰個 Chinese 咧就同教授咧講過個故事嘅，就講啲人咧係幾咁貪求嗰個法喜啦。呢個喺可以講咧喺第二個內觀節咧，呢個生變節嘅時候咧，嗰個法喜係好強嘅，好強嘅。咁喺有以前咧去Chinese 咧，佢教咗一個外國嘅學生，其實呢個故仔大家聽過好多次㗎啦。咁我都會忠於原著講翻出嚟嘅。咁樣咧，即係就驚有人冇聽過，或者有人想聽多次。咁呢個咧，呢個外國人咧就咧去收到嘅地步咧，就係嗰個法喜好強嘅。咁佢又同禪師報告啦，我見到光啊，好開心啊嘛。咁咧禪師就講俾佢聽，唔好理佢，繼續觀個所緣，唔好理。咁佢咧就一日又係好開心，第二日就又好心，日日都係法喜充滿，咁其實就冇進步嘅。咁咧，咁聽之後就話啲外國人真係咁中意呢啲嘅，點解咧？原來咧，咁後尾個外國人咧就即係學到咁上下咧，都係冇超越嗰個階段咧，就走咗添。咁點解咧？就講佢個過程就係話咧，咁佢就同禪師咧就報告咧就話。其實咧，佢喺美國咧，即係讀書嘅時候咧，美國係一個物質社會，追求慾望嘅地方比較普遍啦，追求呢啲嘢啦。咁當佢喺後生嘅時候咧，即係讀書嘅時候咧，就有試過吸嗰啲吸毒啊，即係令到好 high 啊自己啊，種種嘅慾望都享受過。咁跟住咧就即係嚟到緬甸學禪修。但係咧就覺得咧以前嘅種種嘅慾望同埋包括吸毒嗰陣時嗰種 high 法咧，都唔及得呢啲咁好喎，咁殊勝喎。咁啊真係嘅，咁咧同埋又唔使錢啦，又冇後遺症啦，又唔會唔健康啦。咁佢覺得咧呢啲嘢咧就係佢想揾嘅嘢。咁總之佢都係覺得呢啲已經攞到佢想要嘅嘢啦。咁即係教授有講咧，就係話即係個禪悅咧，亦都係可以俾人追求嘅。
So quite interesting story. Get rid of your sleepiness.
教授同佢講下呢啲故仔點解冇咁眼瞓。
So by ordinary thinking, we cannot understand how we can observe these consciousness mental factors. As they arise and they dissolve very rapidly. But when we learn Abhidhamma, we come to understand. So, the Buddha said, these conscious and mental factors. So why they arise and dissolve so quickly at the rate of 1 trillion? In one snap of the hand, we cannot see them at that time. But as soon as they dissolve, as past object, they appear in the mind door. So when you can look in the mind door, then you can investigate them slowly by slow motion. So if you have watched like a World Football game in London, a Premier League football game. So when you see that Chelsea and United, they have Manchester United playing. So they are playing the ball goes into the goal. So we don't know who shot the goal, how it got into the goal. Immediately the television shows slow motion. So in the slow motion you can see, it goes very slowly. The same thing you do slow motion. So when they appear in your mind, the mind door, then you can investigate them by slow motion. So by that way, we can see the arising and dissolving. And we say, when the mind develops, you can observe them quickly, and as these mental materiality, they are arising very, very fast. So when you can see them, they are rising and dissolving very first. You do not see they are rising anymore. You see only dissolution. So not only dissolving, and that is called Jnana.
咁咧，教授咧繼續講呢個壞面字啦。咁佢就講咧，佢話其實物質嘅生滅咧係好快嘅。咁一般嘅心咧係睇唔到呢個實相啦，睇唔到個生滅相啦。咁係正如咧，好似我哋睇波咁樣啦，射籃嗰下咧，即係好難話嗰個心係由頭跟到落尾嘅，淨係知道個結果已經入咗去喎。都要重播慢鏡嗰陣先至可以睇到嘅。咁同樣咧就係話我哋嘅心咧去到呢個階段咧，就係即係可以睇到佢快脆嘅面去呢個現象嘅。
Now when you see this mentality, materiality arise, dissolving only so fast in your body and mind, then you also develop this Jnana, the knowledge of discerning the fearful nature of all formations. Formation means mentality, materiality, which appear as terror.
咁咧就係因為見到啲嘢咧係不停咁樣壞滅啦，咁見到自己仲係見到自己嘅身心當下不停咁樣壞滅咧，咁咧就另外一種智慧咧就會生起啦。呢個咧就係因為見到佢呢個恐怖嘅現象啦，即係個實相係咁可畏嘅咧，就係產生呢個係怖畏字嘅，即係恐怖嘅怖啦，畏就係畏懼嘅畏啦，呢個係怖畏字。
Now, number 5, Abhidhamma Jnana is the knowledge of realization of the fall and the unsatisfactoriness in all formations as they arise and perish very rapidly and incessantly. So previously we think that our body and minds are permanent. But now you can see them all perishing all the time. So now you come to see the fall and unsatisfactoriness in this mental materiality, and then you develop this Abhidhamma Jnana.
咁第五種智慧咧，就係叫咧過患智嘅。咁佢咧初咧就係淨係見到個現象本身係點樣啦，跟住就驚啦。咁喺再深一層嘅智慧咧，就會明白咧，其實名色二法或者個五取蘊咧，佢嘅實質咧就係咁樣不如意嘅，令人唔會滿意嘅。同埋咧，呢個所有嘅身心二法咧，即係因緣和合嘅嘢咧，其實咧都係生滅，即生即滅啦，同埋好快同埋不停咁樣發生嘅呢樣嘢嘅。咁佢因為知道呢個係實相啊，即係智慧咧成熟到一個階段咧，佢就知道呢個係一個過患嚟嘅，係一個實質，即係佢嘅性質，而且呢個係一個過患。
When you see fall, you also develop this Abhidhamma Jnana, the knowledge of feeling bored and disgusted or fed up with all formations as they are known to be with fall and unsatisfactoriness. 咁咧，當我哋咧見到佢嘅即係過患咧，咁再觀落去咧觀極都係呢啲嘢嘅，咁又會覺得好悶啦，同埋覺得即係好可厭啦，即係其實我哋嘅身心嘅現象不停咁樣滅。即其實係好恐怖嘅，先係畏怖字啦，跟住咧就怖畏字啦，咁跟住咧就會喺呢度，咁就會覺得悶咧，同埋覺得厭惡嘅。When you feel bored and disgusted with mentality, materiality, you also develop this, the Muktitu Jnana, the knowledge of the desire for deliverance of all formations and the 31 planes of existence. So when we use this 31 planes of existence, in Vipassana you have to see mentality, materiality arising and dissolving, not only in your body, you have to see in other people's body as well. And you have to try to see in all living beings as much as possible. So if you can see the beings in the woeful state and then celestial state, then you can also see their mentality arising and dissolving. Then you can generalize that in all 31 planes of existence, as only mentality material arising, so this phenomena exists all in all 31 planes of existence. So now we say, you want, you develop the desire to deliver, that is, to escape from all formation in 31 planes of existence.
因為咧有呢個厭惡咧，即係對於名色二法或者五蘊咧，覺得係嚟嚟去去都係不外乎係生滅啦，因緣而生，因緣而滅啦，就覺得即係厭惡啦。咁因為厭惡咧有呢個好強嘅出離心啦，呢個咧就係欲解脫智嘅。咁咧呢個行者咧喺修學過程當中已經會明白咧，自己嘅色身係咁樣，自己嘅名色二法係咁，其實所有眾生都係咁。而且呢種苦咧，即係呢種厭惡啊，呢種不無奈嘅心咧，其實無論去到邊度咧都係一樣嘅。就算去天人梵天咧，都離唔開呢啲嘢，因為你睇到你嘅意識啦，咧最多去到梵天得意識存在，意識係咪可愛嘅咧？都唔係可愛嘅，都係苦嘅。咁去到呢個地步咧，佢會明白你唔好話欲界去天人啦，就算意識本身呢個五取蘊，任何一蘊咧，其實都係苦嘅，不如意嘅。咁佢就會有一個好強嘅解脫心，佢唔想再喺呢個輪迴入面，就算去到梵天啊、無色界啊，佢都唔會上嘅。
So when you want to escape from all formation, then you have to exert the effort to re-investigate the three characteristic nature of this formation. So if you know that, then you develop the knowledge of exertion.